Hi, boys and girls. It's good to see you again. Today we're going to do a lesson on worship.
Worship? I love worship. When I raise my hands, I get to use 8 limbs. Waymaker, miracle worker. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool, Octi.
Okay, Octi. Well, today, the story we're going to be talking about is about Paul and Silas in the book of Acts. Okay? And in the book of Acts, Paul and Silas did a lot of amazing things for God. They went around preaching about Jesus, preaching about his kingdom. And the thing, when Paul and Silas were around, was that people did not like that. They did not like the things that they did. So because they loved Jesus so much, they put them in jail.
Not fun.
Not fun. But when they were in jail, Paul and Silas, they were beaten up and people were mean to them. They were put in jail. It says that their hands were chained to the wall. They were in a really bad position. But late into the night, it says that they were worshiping. They were singing hymns and songs, and everybody in the jail was listening to them as they were worshiping and pouring their heart out to God and telling God how much they loved him. So what happens next?
So after they were worshiping for a while, an earthquake happened and all the doors of the jail flung open and all the chains broke off.
Here, let's do that. Let's make a door, and they flung open.
Open!
Door, they flung open.
Open!
And the chains fell off. And the chains fell off. Okay. And after that, you would think everyone was like, all right, let's get out of here. Right? And there's like people chasing them and all this stuff. But that's not what happened. It says Paul and Silas actually stayed. And the jailer was so scared. The guy in charge was so scared that he was about to hurt him. He was about to kill himself. But Paul and Silas said, no, stop. Don't do this. And the jailer said, what can I do to be saved? And Paul and Silas were able to talk to the jailer about Jesus and get him and his whole family saved and baptized. Isn't that amazing? So when we are worshiping, and the thing is, like, Paul and Silas, they weren't worshiping based on what they were feeling, on what's happening around them. They were in a really bad spot. They were not worshiping because of circumstances. They were worshiping because they loved God. No matter what circumstances we're in, when we're worshiping God and we're giving him praise, despite whatever is happening, if bad things are happening, if good things are happening, no matter what's happening, if our heart is turned towards God, if it's turned towards the Father, and we're worshiping him and telling Jesus how much we love him, when we do that, chains are broken. Yeah. People are set free. People in whole areas are set free, and it makes people's hearts open to the gospel, to the good news of Jesus. So remember, when you're worshiping, it's not just about what you're doing, but when you worship, it affects everyone around you. It affects your house. It affects your community. If you're worshiping at the grocery store, it affects the grocery store. Yeah. And it creates a place for people to hear about Jesus and to turn to him and to make Jesus their king and to know God.
Very good. And if you want to read that story yourself, it's in Acts, and it's chapter 16, verses 25 through 34.
Yeah, Acts is full of amazing, really fun stories. So, encourage you to read it.
And then also, we have a Bible verse for you guys, a memory verse you can learn if you want to memorize it, or you just say it out loud a few times. It's such a good verse. It is Psalm 71, verse 8. My mouth is filled with your praise and with your glory all the day. And that's just saying that you're choosing to fill your mouth with good things and praise him all day long. No matter what's going on, no matter how you feel, you're praising him and you're giving him glory and praise all day.
All right, boys and girls, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and we are excited to see you again sometime.